If your initial reaction to someone yelling that out loud is to duck down real low, then chances are you've been on the golf course before. Imagine being a carpenter building a house and you don't have the tools to use. Or perhaps a NASCAR driver that doesn't have a car or any spare parts. It would be very difficult to do what you do or even be successful at it without the right kind of equipment. Now, regardless if you are a regular on the course or maybe it's your first time golfing, what you carry in your golf bag is a vital part of your success. As an amateur for 20 years, I've experienced many obstacles, and I have learned firsthand the equipment and tools needed to overcome any hazard that you'll face on the course. These items will improve your score, and they will improve your enjoyment of the game. Today, I'm going to cover some of the more traditional items, so just a few of the traditional items that you would think about. Also, some modern or newer items that have come out. Also, some out-of-the-box or non-traditional items. These will be very useful and prove to be very beneficial to any amateur golfer as they hit the greens. Now, the obvious items that you want to make sure are in your bag, you want to make sure that you take clubs. Now, there are people who they have a club for everything, and they have a driver, and they have a 3-wood, 5-wood, they have all their irons, and pitching wedge, sand wedge, lob wedge, chip wedge, all of it. Then you have other people who carry just 4 clubs, because that's all they need. And so, find the right clubs for you, and enjoy the course, but make sure you take them. And also, remember to grab them up, like when you're putting. Don't leave your pitching wedge on the edge of the green because you'll have to end up going back to get it later on. And hopefully it's still there. Another thing that you want to make sure, a traditional item, would be golf balls. You want to make sure that you carry some golf balls. Make sure that you carry plenty of golf balls because if you're like me, you can lose them in water or tall grass, or if you're really good, you lose them right out in the middle of the fairway in the open and the short grass. They just disappear. But hey, you want to make sure that you have plenty of golf balls as well. Another thing that you want to make sure to pack away in your bag is some tees. About a dozen tees or so will work for you on a normal 18 holes of golf. While these seem to be obvious and pretty routine, there are some items that are a little more modern. Many great tools have been developed over the last 20 or 30 years. They give the amateur golfer a little bit of an advantage. You have rangefinders, much like a pair of binoculars that will tell you how far away from the green you are. And more modernly, it's just an app on your cell phone, on your smartphone. It will tell you with GPS coordinates how far away from the green you are. You also have the ball retriever. I have a ball retriever because I'm constantly hitting my ball in the water or maybe over the fence. And so you can use this to reach out real far, and it's got a little cup on the end of it, pick the ball up and bring it back to you. And then most modern would be some adhesive club faces. And then what this does is it gives the ball a little bit more backspin off the club face. These are highly inappropriate and illegal in tournament play. Now, traditional and modern are the must-haves, but you don't have to limit the helpful tools that you pack away in your golf bag to specifically items that were made just for the game. See, there are some non-traditional or out-of-the-box items that you want to make sure that you have. I've come across some very unique tools, and they have proven to be of great use on the course. Now, the first thing would be toilet paper. You want to make sure that you have toilet paper. Just a small roll of toilet paper. You never know when nature's going to call when you're in nature. So make sure you pack that away. Also, take an extra bottle of water when you get out to the backside and away from the clubhouse and the water jugs on the course are empty. It's hot outside. You want to make sure that you have a way to stay hydrated. If you're like me, I like to go golfing with some adult beverages, and I just enjoy that. And you want to have a way to open those bottles. So make sure you pack away a bottle opener as well. And then my last piece of non-traditional equipment that I would like to pack away is a Junior 7-iron. Now, this Junior, you say Junior 7-iron, that's a golf club. That's traditional. Well, it's traditional if you're a junior. It's not traditional if you're a grown man. See, it's something that I like to add in because most of the time, if there's a cedar tree around, my golf ball finds its way underneath. And you can't get that full backswing and stand upright to get a good hit. So I use this Junior 7-iron because when you're down low, you can very easily get a good backswing and be able to hit the golf ball out from underneath the tree. Also, if you hit a bad shot, you don't want to throw in your good club, so you walk over to the bag, reach in and grab that Junior 7-iron and toss it down the course so that, hey, if it breaks, it's just the Junior 7-iron, right? So you have the traditional and the non-traditional and the modern. While these are not your most common items that you would think about, I would never go golfing without them in my bag. Today I've shared with you the traditional and modern, and these tools along with the non-traditional or out-of-the-box items will help you prepare for anything that you face on the course. After all, just because your name isn't Tiger doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to enjoy that occasional fist pump after you've made a long putt on the green. And hey, if you don't make it, there's always that bottle opener. Have a good day.